Hello again, everybody. This is Rocketrickj18, and today I've got several things going on. First of all, I've wanted to make note of the fact that earlier today I posted my 100th video. It's just a little bit over a year. I had 99. And I was going to do another one just to before the anniversary date, but I didn't. I just was in a bit of a funk, so I just didn't get it done. Anyway, so I'm happy to have passed that milestone. It's been a good year, and I've really enjoyed meeting many of you and seeing your videos throughout the year and talking about baseball collecting, card collecting, and baseball. Just been a really great year for me and the hobby. And I've got some pretty nice cards over the course of the past year too. So the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this video a VR for Eric at 4-leaf cards, and Eric wants us to do a tabletop display. So this is I'm going to show you my tabletop display, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the way I try to collect and manage the seemingly overwhelming task of building a set. So I have 3 sets that I'm working on in earnest, and they are in no particular order. The 1964 top stand-up set, the 1952 top set, and the 1940 play ball set. So those are the ones that I'm working on. So those are the 3 things I hope to try to accomplish in this video. So here we go. Okay, so here is the tabletop display. And I'm just going to make a small adjustment here. There we go. So the first card on the left of the screen is Chuck Klein. He is one of the stars of the Philadelphia Phillies, Hall of Famer, and he's in the play ball set. And most of you know the play ball set has a number of cards of retired players, and then also a number of cards of contemporary players. That is to say, contemporary in 1940. So I'm working on that set. I have about, 40 cards or so, I think, out of 240. So I got a long way to go, but 1/6 of the way. The next card is from the 1952 top set, and that's Paul LaPalme. He was an outfielder for the Pirates, and during a time period when the Pirates really weren't very good. Not to reflect on Paul, but it wasn't his fault, at least not entirely. And so he's card number 166, and that gives me a run of consecutive cards from 1 to 175. And then I have about 50 or so other cards, give or take a couple. So that's how this is how I work on these sets. I don't try to buy a lot of cards at once. I'd love to be able to, but I really can't, really cannot afford that. And these cards are, they're not terribly expensive at this point, but they're not. You buy 10 of them, you're going to have even commons, and you're going to have worked your way through the better part of $100. So that's why we're just kind of taking time and working on it a little bit at a time. So as far as progress, with the 1940 set, I've talked to you about that, and I've talked to you a little bit about the 52 top set. Both of those are really long-term projects. And I have some other sets that I'm working on too, but I haven't bought anything for any of those in a while or gotten anything. And so, there'll be more on them at some later video. I picked up a couple of items from Robert Edwards in the last auction, and they are, again, just in approximate order here, the 1958 Holiday Inn Mickey Mantle postcard. Most of you know Mickey Mantle got one of the relatively early Holiday Inn franchises in Kansas City, I believe. And in fact, I think it probably says it on the postcard portion of this. No, actually, Joplin, Missouri, on Highway 66, 71, and 166. So this is just a black and white photo of taken spring training sometime, and we're happy to add that to the collection and of oddball cards for my Mickey Mantle collection. The next two cards on the right, top right, are Harold Pie Trainer and George Burns, not the comedian. George Burns. These are from the York Caramel set, and I believe they are 1927. Let me just take a peek here real quick if I can. Well, that's all right. I'm not going to be able to do that. In any case, they're in well-used condition, no question about that. I'll give you a close-up of that's the Pie Trainer card, and you can see that it's somewhat damaged at the top. Here's the back side of it. Let's see, here we go. Hard for me to tell which end is up. So it just says he's captain of the Pittsburgh Pirates, and George Burns was the most valuable player in the American League in I don't know whether it was 1927 or exactly which year it was. It's hard to believe that he would have been the most valuable player, but I think they did the most valuable player differently back in those days. In any case, so that's George, and he was a Um, and the last card from that pickup is the 1963 Topps Bombers Best card number 173, which is Tom Tresh from left to right, Mickey Mantle, and Bobby Richardson. And I've been trying to pick up graded Mantle cards whenever I get an opportunity, and it's a pretty good deal. And I thought this one was a pretty good deal, so it's in a PSA 5.5. And the last three cards were all from the 1964 Topps set, and they are from left to right: Roberto Clemente, Warren Spahn, and Don Drysdale. And I'm thinking that leaves me with 4 cards to go to complete that set, and they are Sandy Koufax, Eddie Matthews, Bill White, Carl Yastrzemski. I said 4, I think 5, and the 5th one is Frank Howard. I had him checked off on my checklist, but I don't have the card, so I think I got it confused with Elston Howard. Sometimes I get confused. So that one I think is likely going to be completed sometime this year. That set, and that'll be really good. I've been working on that set a long time. So there was one other thing that I wanted to do besides this VR slash recent pickups, and that is to update you on the contest that I'm running. And I got waylaid a little bit. I'm just going to apologize for that. So I extended the time period for getting your VR made, and so I'm going to cut that off as of today. And I'm going to tell you that I have 24 people who have made videos, and I want to I've got good videos in from Video Guy 3166, Darren at Return to Collecting, Scott at Stuke 1976, Eric at Four Leaf Cards, Peter at Peter B 4871, Brian at Hodges 1455, God is Great, Pastor Craig's Cards, at Pastor Craig's Cards. No secret to who that is. And John, 3D80s Kid, Warren at Warren D in Cleveland, Scoots Collectibles, Poor Man's Stack, George at Concrete B 59, Legends of the Dugout 48.99, Eddie at Cardboard Chaos, Shaw Racing Collects 6624, Alan at Boston Fan, Drew at Clean Cheap Shots, Lou at Lou Rock TV, Scott at Reindeer Studios, Pepino Man 9271, Dan at Old Sarge Collects, Theo at Clementi Collector, and Dustin and Blake at Dustin Abraham. So if I didn't read your name just now, and I'm just going to show you the list. you can take a look at my chicken scratching and having read them off. If you didn't hear your name or see your name on this list, then please let me know, because I haven't seen your video yet. And I'm going to, I think, hold the drawing next week, the actual physical drawing, but it'll be closed and only open to somebody who has as I say, again, just saying that if you're on the list, you're in the contest. If you're not on the list, by, let's say, Monday, then the contest will be closed. And if however you made a video and you don't see your name on the list, or you didn't hear me announce your name, then it means that I've missed yours somewhere along the line. Not oversight on my part. And however long if you can let me know between now and Monday, that would be great. And then sometime later in the week, we'll have the drawing. Okay, and remember that the contest is for a Hank 1957 Topps Hank Aaron in a I believe it's an SGC holder with a grade of 1. So it's not in pristine condition by any means at all, but it's still a pretty nice looking card, and I think you'll enjoy having it. So that's my video response slash update on contest, my recent pickups, and a little bit about how I go about set collecting. And I did fail to mention one set of non-sports cards. These are from the Ogden cigarettes. I'm going to switch back to the desktop view. These are 39, I believe, is the year, and these are tobacco cards, cigarette tobacco cards. Then the ones that are most interesting are the top 2 cards on this set, and they are, let's see here, lovely. The top one is the Essex and the Whale, and this is the Essex is the ship, the whaling ship on whose story Moby Dick is based. And the one below that, right there, same set of cards, the Mutiny on the Bounty. So, pretty neat historical cards. And if you're interested in the sea or history or anything, they're not expensive cards by any means, and they're clever. They're about the same size as these, a little bit bigger than these York caramels. So that's it. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, be sure and hit the like button. And if you are so inclined and have not already done so, please consider subscribing to my channel. In the meantime, this is Rocketrickj18, wishing that all your collecting dreams come true.